Hi guys, welcome back to Lizards of the Coast. I'm Mark, and today we're doing another episode of Jank, in which we'll be doing a deck around Jeskai Birds of War for the celebration of 4th of July. This deck wants to play a lot of creatures that are birds and use cards like Lightning Bolt and Opt based around Kaikar Wind's Fury to generate a lot more flyers and just kind of be a very aggro, tempo-y deck. So let's start by moving into the creature base. For our 1-drops, we're going to be playing a 4 of Cloudfin Raptor, a 4 of Healer's Hawk, and a 2 of Judge's Familiar. Healer's Hawk will just be good for lifelink and stop it to decks like Burn. Cloudfin Raptor is actually pretty good in the deck because it'll get buffed by all the creatures entering the battlefield, every single one of our creatures, such as Healer's Hawk, Judge's Familiar, and Watcher of Spheres, and especially Empyrean Eagle because it gets buffed by both power and toughness of creatures. So say if Empyrean Eagle enters the battlefield, not only will it get it buffed by the power of toughness, it also gets a Lord trigger, so it's going to be pretty good in our deck. And then the Judge's Familiar will be nice in our deck because you can sacrifice it and counter an instant or sorcery for 1, so it'll be good to tempo out control or good decks like GDS. In our 2-drop slot, we'll be playing a 4 of a Watcher of Spheres. It'll just make all of our flyers cheaper to cast for a generic cost, and then it gets buffed anytime a flyer enters the battlefield, so it's pretty nice. We'll be playing a 4 of Empyrean Eagle because it's a Lord and is going to be really, really nice in our deck to buff all of our creatures. And of course, we'll be playing a 2 of Kaikar Wind's Fury because it's Jeskai, and every time we cast one of our instant or sorceries, we'll get a Spirit token out of the battlefield, buffing our Watcher of Spheres and just giving us more flyers to use. Moving on to the instants and sorceries, we'll be playing a 4 of a Lightning Bolt, self-explanatory, good damage, 4 Opt for a cantrip, 3 Path to Exile for removal, 2 Lofty Denial is a pretty good counter since we're playing a lot of flyers. It's a buffed up mana leak. 3 Rally of Wings to get us a big damage boost with our triggers from Kaikar and other things like that. 3 of a Force Negation just for a really good counter in the early game. And a 2 of Wingwords is a pretty good cantrip. It's a 2-mana divination essentially. Moving on to the land-based, for our fetches we'll play 4 Flooded Strand, 2 Arid Mesa, and 2 Scalding Tarn. For our shocks we'll play 2 Hallowed Fountain, 1 Steam Vents, and 1 Sacred Foundry. We'll be playing 2 Seacrum Coast and 1 Spirebluff Canal for our fast lands. And for our basics, 2 Island, 1 Mountain, 1 Plains. Pretty streamlined mana base. And then for our sideboard, we're going to play a 2 of Judge's Familiar to counter control matchups or tempo matchups. 2 Miscast also for that, but also good against Burn. 1 Path to Exile for more removal. 2 Dovin's Veto to shut down control entirely, or even Storm. 1 Hercule's Recall for artifact matchups, as well as 2 of a Sony Silence for huge artifact hate. 3 Rest in Peace for graveyard hate. And a 2 of Arctic Haven just for a little bit more burn and lifelink hate. Alright, that's the deck list, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It helps us out a ton. And if you enjoy our content, please consider subscribing. Make sure you follow us on all our social media @Coast Lizards, and have a fantastic day.